Hello students. In the last class we have started the fourth chapter from the supplementary reader, The Treasure Within. So in that class we have seen that how these two persons they were conversing to each other, Hafiz between Mrs. Bella Raja and the Hafiz contractor. And there Hafiz contractor was saying that in the first and second year that he was a very good student, but after when he reached the third standard he simply lost interest and he never studied. Then uh, he said that he used to be interested in games, running around playing jokes and pranks on others. So, and in the class what he would do, he would copy in class during exam times also. He would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and studied it. Okay, as he could not remember things. Why it is so? Because he could not remember things that has been taught him in the class. He could not remember all these things that has been taught to him in the class. So that's why, that is the reason that he was not interested in uh, study, only in games. He was interested only in games. So so he was saying that one sentence spoken by the principal, by his principal, change his life. So what it was that make the Hafiz contractors, he changed his life. When he approached his 11th standard, his principal called him and said that he had been seeing him from the day one, and he was a very good student, but he never studied. So, and again he said to him that he had been taken care of him till today, but now he could not uh, take care of you or take care of that Hafiz contractor anymore. So he has to take care of himself, he said. The principal said to Hafiz contractor. So when he was in his 11th standard, and Hafiz contractor, he said that his principal talked to him for 5 minutes, and he there in the 5 minutes he said that Hafiz contractor, he did not have his father, and his mother has worked so hard to bring Hafiz contractor up and paid all his school fees all these years. But now what he did, he played games. But you have only played games. The Hafiz conductor only played games, not paying any attentions on study. Now again he said that this is a time that you should focus on your study. You should start. You should not just waste your uh, hard earned money of your mother. You should not waste this. So this was what his principal told him, just giving advice. No, then Hafiz contractor, what he said, he used to be very good sportsman, and he had been the senior champion also for so many years, and he also was the cricket captain, and he used to play every game. But that year, he did not step out onto the field. Why? Because what the principal had told him, he remember all these things. Then what he did, all the time he would go for prayers, and all he would do was eat and study, nothing else. he was not going onto the field to play. Normally, what he used to do during exam, he copy and pass. But after that, what advice the principal has given, he realized that once he was in the SSC, he could not do that. He could not copy, he could not pass simply when he was in the SSC. So in the SSC, he got second class, 50% in his SSC, and his principal said to consider himself as having got a distinction. Just know that the Hafiz conductor should consider that he got a distinction. So this is what his memory of his school days. So he told everything about his school days to whom? Bella Raja, to Bella Raja, Mrs. Bella Raja. Then he also said, I did lots of other things. He did lots of other things, but see, as far as his things are concerned, he can't remember. He can't remember the things. He forget things very easily. What he read, he forget. If he want to remember, then he has to see things as a photograph. If he wants to remember something, what he had learned before or what he had seen before, what somebody has taught or told him before, then to remember all these things, he has to see the things. He has to see photographs and all. Then only he remember. He read a book and can remember the matter as a photograph, but not through my mind. He could not remember. It is not in his mind. Only he has to see the photograph, then he remembers little bit. That is how it works, he said. Then Bella Raja, she asked, when you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up and how did you feel? How the Hafiz conductor, he felt when in school, when he was doing badly and teachers pull him up, then how did Hafiz Raja, he fell? Hafiz conductor, he fell. Then Hafiz conductor, he said to Bella that he never felt anything on being pulled up. Instead, he used to be so interested in playing. He used to be interested in playing and he never felt anything. He would receive a caning every week. He would receive a caning. Caning means stick, the punishment from the teacher. So he used that caning every week from the teacher. So he never felt anything. Then Bella Raja again, Mrs. Bella Raja, she asked, when you knew that you had incurred the wrath of your wrath of your teacher by not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind? She asked. So she asked that if Hafiz Raja come to know that the teacher is very angry or he has not done the homework or because of his bad behavior, then the teachers become very angry. So what, or he come to know that he was or he would get a caning from the teacher, then what was the state of the mind, what was going on in the mind of Hafiz Raja? So this is what Bella Raja she asked to Hafiz conductor. Now Hafiz conductor, he said, state of mind, just lift up the hand and they would cane you. So just he lift up his hand and the teachers, they beat on the hand. They can mean beating with the stick. So it would hurt badly and then he would do, he would forget it. he would have to forget it about it. And why it is so? Because he would want to go and play. He would want to go and play. If he remember everything, all the things in his mind, then he cannot go outside. He could not give his mind in games and to play also. So he forgot it everything. Then again she asked Bela Raja. She is very curious to know what it happened, no, in the lives in during school's time, in the lives of Hafiz Raja. So she every time she is asking, you never felt insecure or threatened? Then Hafiz contractor said, I was just interested in playing and nothing else. He was just interesting. I was most interested in funny pranks, mostly how or where he find very interesting funny pranks. Interested in funny pranks, to make jokes, no, to make fun of your friends. He is very much interested. So one day what he did, he did not want to study, then so he created a distractions. Just to create a distraction from the study, he for whole 1 hour, no, for one whole hour, they he and his friends, they played chore police, one of the game, okay, they used to play. So this what the game they played, just to create a distraction from the study. So the whole 1 hour they have what played chore police. Then every Saturday they were allowed to go into town to see a movie. Every Saturday they allowed to go where? Into town. For what? To see a movie. Then so what he did, Hafiz Raja, he would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students and run and buy the tickets. On my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. Then what he did, he would do, no, was to have no lunch. He did not have they did not have the lunch and collect money from 40 or 50 students and they run and buy the tickets. Now on his way back to home, they what they did, they not they but the Hafiz contractor, he would eat to his heart's content, whatever he likes, no, to his heart's content, he eat everything. He used to be the leader of a gang. He was the leader. Hafiz contractor was the leader of his gang. So he said they would have gang fights also. Sometimes they would have the gang fights and plan strategies, know how to fight or how to beat or how to, they everything plan. They make its strategies. These things used to interest him more than any academics. So all these things he was so much interested, and this make him very much interested more than the study, more than any academics. Students used to book my textbook for the following year. So students who are a junior to him, they used to book his textbooks for the following year because they were almost brand new, because his textbook were very brand new. Why? I probably opened them one day before the exam, so he did not open the books. He did not touch his books most of the times. He touched when during the exam. Only before the exams he opened and he studied. So it was a brand new. So that's why the students who were junior to him, who were like his youngers and all, they booked his textbook because these textbooks were brand new. So this is what we stopped here for today. and in the next class we will continue the same lesson. Okay, what it happened in the next class we will see about the Hafiz contractor. Okay, so take care. Thank you very much.